I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Alright, welcome back, Shenaniganders. This is part 2 of the Ice Fever restoration. Found a label and a dead bug so far. Alright. I figured I'm going to start on one of the most kind of vulnerable parts of the machine here. This corner of backglass art that is flaking. I've used this technique before. Read about it on the interwebs. Did a pretty exhaustive restoration of the entire bottom side of a Harlem Globetrotters once. And at one point it was just easier to peel up the big chunks and then very carefully put them in place with crazy glue, but crazy glue and a toothpick. Let's see if I can not screw this up too badly. So I'm just going to try and lift it up enough that I can get some glue in there. I don't think this is the gel variety. It's pretty liquidy. Let's just drop some in there. Yeah, look at that. And it's angled down a little bit, so I like the play field is kind of angled a little bit down. Not a lot, but maybe I should have started on the closer to the middle instead of the edge first, but okay, so there's definitely glue in there. I'm going to pry this up. I'm going to use a new toothpick because it's going to be sticky now. Can I get in there? Yep. Okay, get in there. Oh. Okay, that might work. Whoa, did you see that? Get in there. That's okay. I don't mind if the flake comes right up. This is how not to restore a backglass. Get in there. Come on. I need one good drop of you. Wrong side. Go in there. No. Get in there. Okay. This is very precarious. I think it's loaded up pretty good. Okay, so now I'd like to, yeah, I gotta get something quick here. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I should have hit record for that, but I just added a little piece of Mylar there. Now, this is how you do not fix a backglass, okay? Do it a different way, like maybe with, seal the whole backglass with that triple thick, right? Although, I've never actually done that. I've gone to those exhaustive lengths to restore piece by piece the whole bottom of that Harlem, but no, didn't do the triple thick thing yet. But I can tell you that once that dries, that should last for a few years. So I think I'll be good with that. Okay, moving on. I think, oh, whoa, let's try and say that in English. I think that next I am going to replace the light bulbs because that's the easy thing to do. And I'm in the doing easy thing mood apparently, so let's change some light bulbs. Okay, actually the first order of business is to tape down this interlock switch, because every time you open the coin door the machine powers off. So I guess I could just probably pull it open, but I don't want the machine turning off every time I open the coin door. That is going to be too much of a pain in the butt. So that will remedy that. Okay, just working on light bulbs here, and this is something interesting I noticed. This is like some weird brown wire. Goes to a connector and then to what I'm assuming are the original wires for the coil. Don't really understand why they would do that. And then same thing on this side. I don't like it. I'm probably going to eliminate those because they're basically pointless. So yeah, that's going to go on my new to-do list. I've only got a couple things on there so far. I only put things on there that there's a slight chance I might maybe forget. Yeah, I could put on a lot of things on the list right now if I was being picky, but not just yet. Because, you know, it's going to be clean the cabinet, rebuild the flippers, rebuild the pop bumpers, replace the drop target. Like, I can add a whole crap load of crap, but that's all kind of just standard stuff, so I don't forget that stuff. It's the stuff like, hey, look at this. Did I just see some weird message on my display there? Yeah, did you see that? What is this? Oh, that one display is just being a little bit flaky. It's 311780. There's a score. The bottom is showing through. Yeah, it's a little glitchy. Okay. But yeah, so for example, like this one bulb is not lighting up. I doubt I'd forget that. First game I'd be like, oh yeah, that bulb doesn't work. So that I have to check if it's the socket or a transistor, because right now just the bulb and messing with the socket doesn't appear to get that one working. But give me 1 second and I'll show you the bulb job. Okay, there we go. I think I covered every light bulb. It's incandescent right now. I don't know if I'm going to officially go to LEDs or not yet. I just haven't decided. I also did the back box. So yeah, this bulb I gotta investigate, and the shoot again light. I mean, it's possible that the shoot again light does not light up during attract mode, so we'll check on that. And then I think I got all of the back box bulbs working as well. That one's kind of on and off intermittently. That one flashes, that one stays off, so that could be a tilt light. Our backglass is over there in the corner now, drying up from the crazy glue. You know what, it's probably been enough time that we can sort of take a look, and you'll see the corner here that I fixed up. That black line there is actually just part of the art, but as you can see, you cannot tell that my repair job looks like that on the back. And it was more of a preservation than a repair anyway, so I'm pretty comfy with that. Okay, next thing I really should do is actually check all the fuse values and make sure they're all correct. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that next, but for the most part, I got me some light bulbs. Okay, no fuses in the head, but I was just looking at the hockey puck mech. So the spring here has kind of gone over on the wrong side of the post there. So see if I can get that back over there. But yeah, so basically that's like just a long hockey stick, and there's the quote-unquote puck. I wonder if that's actually a puck or a ball, but once we get this mech out to clean it, we'll find out for sure. Okay, as usual, I got distracted and I want to remove this thing next. Okay, so let's try and do this without losing things. But if you look closely there, you can see one of these standoffs appears to be missing. There's a hole there in the plastic and in the wood, but no standoff. Alright, here we go. And the result is, it's a one thick ass puck. Look at that. Oh, Kind of feels wood, but I think it is plastic. Pretty neat. Well, there you go. It actually fires all the way around and resets back there. What do you know? I thought it was just going to hit an end and then bounce back, but that's pretty cool. There's the light that illuminates that area. Maybe at least that bulb could afford to be LED'd so that kind of see what the heck's going on back there. So I'm going to clean all that up and get to the fuses at some point. Okay, it's pretty yellowed and dirty. I don't really expect to get rid of the yellowing. I don't have a hydrogen peroxide and UV LED kit, so I'm just going to clean it with some magic eraser and see if I can make it a little better at least. Alright, I cleaned the puck, I cleaned the plastic, kind of cleaned the track inside, and I added an LED in there. I don't know if that's going to really do much in the end. I can try and sort of manually operate this solenoid here. And there it is. So, doesn't look like a whole much of improvement, but at least it's cleaned up. And I got the spring on the right side of the roll pin. I don't know if that's going to stay or not. I tried to squeeze the roll pin down a bit, but it's in there pretty darn good. And I'm not going to take off the whole thing and bang it on a anvil there to get it down, because it looks like it's working perfectly fine whether the spring makes its way to the other side of the roll pin or not. So, alright, moving along. Alright, I've gone through and checked all of those fuses. I only had to change a couple. One was a 10 amp for the light box illumination. It's supposed to be a 8. Actually, that's the playfield illumination. And then the sound was supposed to be 0.5, and there was a 0.75 in there. And I think the displays was 0.75. I don't know. There was a few that were just a little bit off. Nothing too crazy, but that's all remedied. The only thing now is I was going to do the playfield fuses, but turns out I do not have. I thought I might have had a PDF of this manual, but I do not. But I think I might have a physical copy over at storage. There's a slight even chance that I might have one here. Where did I put my bin of manuals? I have a feeling that... Is that it there? I don't think I... Actually, you know what? I think it might still be under black hole. Yeah, there it is. But I don't think I have Ice Fever in here, but hey, let's check. There used to be some sort of alphabetical order in here. Just random stuff. Whitewater! Hey, do I have a Whitewater manual? I don't know if I do. Okay, let's go H. I, Indiana Jones. Meteor. What does that say? 9 ball? Oh, interesting. Stern 9 ball. I just need that machine to go with the manual. That would be pretty sweet. Simpsons Data East. Night. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've got that manual. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot, but I do. Honestly, pretty sure I seen. Oh, Comet. I had Comet all along. And look, another Comet. So, oh, Dracula. I think I do have Dracula manuals for my Dracula, but if not... Oh, yeah, I see him over there. Okay. So, yeah. Not looking like... I've got Ice Fever here. Oh, look, I again. Indiana Jones. Is this it? Jokers. Jungle Drums. Klondike or Yukon. Line Drive. Lucky Ace. This smells like a 50-year-old pinball machine's has been, just so you know. Okay. Pretty cool to pan through all these. It's been a while since I looked. Hey, I have Scorpion in storage. It's gonna need a lot. So, there's probably mice nests in that one. Okay. No ice fever manual, so I'll just postpone those fuses and work on something else. Alright, next thing is gonna check on these displays. First of all, I'm gonna reseat the connectors, but while I'm in here, let's take a real close look at the pins themselves. Look to be okay. Some by the label there look kind of more goldish, tarnished-ish, but I don't know if that is an illusion from the label itself. But there's clearly no green corrosion, and I don't see any broken pins or anything. I'll check the other. So I believe in other System 80B machines, when the orientation of the boards is different, I think the battery possibly, if it's here, yeah, no, I guess if it's in this orientation, the battery could literally leak all the way down to these connectors, because I have seen tarnished connectors before, but maybe I'm just imagining things. So I'm going to reseat those connectors and then check on the displays. If that doesn't work, then I think I'm going to recharge them and see what happens. Yeah, I was pretty sure that reseating the connectors was not going to be the resolution there. Oh yeah, and there was that glitch in the Player 3 display too, so maybe I'll also reseat the connectors at the displays. Well, I have to do that as a byproduct of charging the displays, so I've shown how to charge displays before, but maybe I'll show again one or two of them just for fun. We can see the before and after. Okay, check this out. One thing I ran into a bit of a snag is that usually to recharge the displays you need access to the outside pins of the plasma glass itself, and it's got the plastic thing on top, so it makes it a little more inaccessible. So I removed the Player 3 display and I turned it over, and I'm like, that doesn't look as familiar as I'm used to. And I realized it's because it's a 7-digit display. So I haven't really worked a lot with 7-digit Gottlieb displays. Maybe this is my first time. But another neat little thing is that, check this out, Milestar Electronics Inc. Because this is a Premier / Milestar game / Gottlieb. Where else does it say? But so in comparison, I grabbed a Gottlieb and Company display, basically identical. Yeah, but one says Milestar, so that's pretty neat. So I'm gonna double check this, is that I can just, use this pin on the backside here and that pin on the backside. I'll add my little alligator clips, and like Frankenstein, I'll juice this baby up. But before I'm assuming that the 7-digit is the exact same as the 6-digit. I mean, I don't see how it could be any different. They're plasma gas, so. And my little nipple fell off, by the way. So let me check on that and then charge some stuff up. Okay, so I've got 12 volts hooked up to the display, one on each end of the display glass connectors. I checked this Gottlieb display. This is the Gottlieb one. It works perfectly fine. This is my guinea pig. I don't know if this really for sure works, but I just don't understand how it would not. But I'm sure 6 and 7 digit displays work perfectly the same. There's going to be, I can see the filaments. There's 4 of them. So let's power this on and see what happens. Hey, there, you can see the filaments burning off the crust there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you don't want to leave it on too long. And plus the display is working fine. So, voila. I think we can do my strategy here. And I really should put the nipple protection back on here. That is the Milestar guy. Alright, so you want to make sure we're connected to the outermost pin here, which actually looks like it connects to the pin beside it. So one like that, and one like this. We're going to set this down. We're going to plug it in, and then we're going to flip it around and see what it looks like. Alright, here we go, we're live. Try and do this very carefully. Yeah, you can see the filaments burning off some crust. So I'm going to do that for about 15 seconds. Bake this at 12 volts for 15 seconds. Maybe 20, maybe 25. But I am guessing that 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4 of the 5 displays are just in need of a charge. That's my suspicion. So give me one moment and we'll plug this guy in and see what happens. Alright, here we go for our test. Also, I used a eraser to burnish the connector pins too, make them nice and shiny again. So let's see if display number 3 is back to its glory days. Here we go. No, it's actually worse because now I'm missing a digit. So that is interesting. Why is that? Because with the Gottlieb display in that place, it works perfectly fine. Okay, I'm gonna keep investigating here and see what happens. Okay, well, I've determined that if you kind of push on the connector, you get your digit back. So what I did was, took my screwdriver, removed the connector, pushed on all the wires to try and make sure I had good connection, but apparently I don't still, so it's still flaky. So I'm gonna guess that maybe I need to I don't know, repin that. Do they have pins in these IDC connectors, or this just push in? This is not pins to replace, or is there? Yeah, maybe it's like push in and IDC, I don't know. But something, look at that. Got digits coming and going if I push on this. Alright, well, that's lots of fun. Okay, this is, I think, the last I'm going to do tonight. So I put in that Gottlieb display, and as you can see, it's beautiful and bright. And there's no digits missing, but let's push on it and see if anything happens. No? Okay. That's kind of promising. That means that maybe it's possible that some of those pins there maybe not making the best contact. I don't know, really, but what I do know is that replacing the display with a different one seems to resolve everything, except I don't have a blue shield on that guy. So I will keep plugging away at this, but not until the next episode. We got a little bit of progress on this one. But, yeah, so there might be more episodes than I thought on this guy here. A little ice fever action. I've been working up a sweat, so I kind of feel fevered myself. Time to wrap it up, call it a night, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Alright, here's a little bonus footage. I didn't quite quit or give up yet, but I did mess around with 50 displays, all in various states. Got bags and bags of displays. These are supposed to be working, these are supposed to not be working. So I got the player 1, 2, 3, 4 displays. I finally got a good set of 4 that are all happy. The credit display is a little dim, and I tried to charge it, as well as 5 others, and that is kind of the best I can get from what I've got, so I may just have to live with that. I'm surprised though, I have like all these, got all these. I could probably Frankenstein one together. I may just do that, but for now, that's what I got going. I've got over the plastic covers. A, because they're old. B, because they're faded. C, because they make the display dim. Here, let's put half on, half off. You know what I mean? I like bright and crispy displays, and this is supposed to be a nice cool blue effect, but it's kind of faded, and look, it's also like burnt over the years, so we're going without the display covers. Sorry, ice fever, it just wasn't cutting it, so that's a start. I'm still not happy with the credit display, but at least the player displays are now good to go.